Hello and welcome to my 7th water review. Today is Friday, March 16th, 2018, and today I will be reviewing Boxed Water is Better Water. This water is an American water from Michigan, and they are all about environmental friendliness. They use paper instead of plastic for their bottles, which reduces waste and carbon emissions. They also plant trees to replace the paper that they use for the bottles, and they'll plant trees if you post about them on Instagram. Another way that they reduce their carbon footprint is by special shipping methods for their bottles and by placing their bottling locations in very specialized locations in order to reduce their carbon emissions. If you are a fan of boxed water, then you can also order their water online at their website, which is a nice feature. In terms of bottle design, the cardboard is quite thin, and as you can see, it creases quite easily. You can see a crease there. So it ends up getting a bit deformed if you hold it for too long, unlike with a plastic bottle where you can squish it and it's fine. This is the half-liter bottle, which is about 7 inches in length. And they also have a quarter-liter bottle and a full-liter bottle. The cap is not the best. It's made out of harsh plastics, and the plastic is not the best. And there's this seam at the top, which makes it so you have to drink it at a strange angle. And it's kind of funny, if you look at the Boxed Water website, on the front page they have someone drinking the water, and they're holding it at a very awkward angle just because the seam ends up hitting your nose when you're drinking it. The label on all sides is printed onto the bottle, which is quite nice. It's not a stick-on plastic label, and it gives it a very sharp and clean look. On two sides it says boxed water is better, which we are determining right now if it is actually better. On this one side it actually says hello, as if the bottle was sentient. And then on this side, which I guess would be the back, I guess this is the front even though the cap is on the back, I guess. On the back you have a ton of writing about all their environmental practices, as well as a barcode and some general information about the company. Now, this isn't the best. It kind of clutters up the clean aesthetic of the bottle, but they're very proud of their environmental friendliness, and so they show it off, if you care to read this. Now, what I found interesting was they make no mention of the source of the water, and also no mention of the mineral content. If you want to know these things, then you have to email or call them. All they mention is that it's purified water, and that it's purified with reverse osmosis. Now, moving on to the taste. It smells like the paper that the bottle is made out of, which is to be expected. I've drank a couple bottled waters in the paper boxes, and they all kind of have a sweet smell like paper. Again, the paperiness ends up getting transferred into the taste as well. I find that the boxed waters in the paper boxes tend to have, again, a very sweet taste to them without having sugar in them. I think it might be from the plant fibers that they make the bottle out of. It also doesn't have the soft taste that high mineral count waters tend to have, which makes me think it's probably a low mineral count water. Now, final scores. In terms of company history and overall interestingness, it's a pretty interesting company. They don't have a huge history, and they're not from some foreign land or anything like that to make it a bit more interesting, but they do a lot of environmental friendliness incentives, which bumps their score up quite a bit. They almost get a perfect score in terms of interestingness. Now, bottle design and materials is where they lose marks, in my opinion, at least. The paper they use is quite flimsy. As you can see just from me holding it, is very deformed. The cap isn't that great. The label is very nice, but it is a bit cluttered on this side. So they do lose quite a few points in terms of bottle design and materials. In terms of taste, they aren't terrible, but again, it's not great. It's not up there with Smart Waters or Voss Water that we did last week, but it is decent. Now, value is again where this ends up getting hurt a bit. This half-liter bottle was $2 at my local grocery store, which could get you a 24-pack of Nestle Pure Life or another water that's better. You can actually buy Smart Water for $2, which in my opinion is a superior water. So value, not that great. Overall, boxed water is better water, gets a score of 6 out of 10, putting it at the bottom of our scoreboard so far. Now, is boxed water better? Sure, it's better than your local Compliments brand, Walmart brand water, but I wouldn't say it's the best. So they're getting off okay with their labeling. It is better, it's just not the best. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my review of boxed water is better water. Please feel free to comment down below with other waters you'd like me to review. I've gotten a couple requests for waters, so I will try to find those waters and review them in the upcoming weeks. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Thank you.